love your kit even more than you do. Have a connection with it. I know it's a non-living thing, but you couldn't have done those amazing adventures and you wouldn't have created those memories if those kits wouldn't have been on you.
Hello, we're here at Kendal Mountain Festival, and I'm really excited to be here with Jeev from the Green Runners, who's going to tell us a little bit more about founding Green Runners and also how we can all be more ecologically friendly in our sport. So, Jeev, welcome to Kendal Mountain Festival.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here and talking to you guys. Thank you very much.
So, first up, tell us a little bit about the Green Runners. So, if people aren't aware of the group and what you're trying to achieve, just give us a little overview of what you're doing.
So Green Runner, the community is just amazing. So it started after COP26. We were a bunch of runners. We thought we should do a little bit more and form a community. And where do we go from here? So it was a very amazing amalgamation of like runners who were passionate about climate change cause and some climate change experts who were passionate about running. So it was a really nice mix of people. And then we started brainstorming a few ideas, and that's how the running Green Runners were born. And then we came up with a framework. We thought that what should be the easy way for people to follow this, right? So we came up with a framework which is based on 4 pillars. So how you move, how you kit, how you fuel, and then speak up. So basically, how you move to the races, so take less flights, use more public transport, do car sharing and stuff like that. And how you kit, so love your existing kit even more, buy only the things which you absolutely needed. And then how you fuel, basically, have more planet friendly diet. And if you can be more mindful of that and bring those changes. And the last one, which is my weakest part, and I took a pledge, renewed my pledge last year, that I'll try to speak up more. As someone who is a little bit introvert and shy, I try to do more nowadays. So just speak up and let that light inside us lighten the light inside you, and talking about the cause and what you are doing as a person. And that could inspire you to do your own way of green running. And that's what it is all about. And what we want to do is like, we want to ride on the individual's action and galvanize this community to become a massive force in the sport and bring changes at the institutional level.
Yeah. And what about your personal journey? Were you a really keen runner before you got involved, or was the environment your key kind of focus?
I think it started just being a runner. So I was quite a lot into marathons. And in the early days of my running, I was doing sort of like a runcation kind of thing. So we used to love traveling. I was not that mindful of my carbon footprint back then. So I came up with a project of like doing a marathon in each continent, right? So I did one in North America, South America, one in Africa. And then slowly and gradually, while I was enjoying all of that, I started reading about climate change and its impact on Earth. And I come from a very humble background where I had very good connection with village and where my grandparents were. And that sort of like triggered that identity within myself. And I started involving myself in these conversations. And, your soul calls and tells you that you should do more. And that's when I became more mindful of what my running is and what impact it is doing. So I canned my all continent project, and fast forward, now I do adventures and projects which are more local. I don't take running flight much, or flights for my running adventures much. Yes, I live here in UK and my family is back home. And if I have to see my old man, I have to take flight. I'm someone's son as well, before a green runner. But whether my footprint is same as what it was before, whether I'm taking the flights, the number of flights which I was taking before, whether it's the same, no. And it's the little changes which you become mindful of, and change your life with those small actions. That's what matters. My diet has changed as well. As someone who grew up in that background where you just catch a rooster, kill it, and feed it to your guest, to someone who is totally vegetarian now. So it's all these little changes which brings the impact. Little drops creates an ocean.
I love that. Little drops
Yeah,
create solutions.
yeah.
And it's interesting actually because as someone who works in sport and I've done countless races over the years, I think things are starting to change. I remember doing a race probably about 5 years ago and being horrified by the fact there was little miniature plastic bottles of water at the aid stations. And you don't see that sort of thing now, which is great, but obviously there's so much more we can do. So what would your message be to race organisers that might be watching?
We are working very closely with some of the race organizers, and that is one of our area of focus, where co-founders and volunteers, we are influencing the race organizers to bring in systemic changes, like if you can have start times which are more friendly to public transports. A lot of races, say for example, they start late in the night or they start at very odd early hours. If they can logistically problem solve it and bring it to the times which are more friendly to like public trains, that could be one option. Obviously aid station, make them more green, so have options which are more planet friendly, less plastics or no plastics. Encourage runners to do kit swaps or kit repairs at the end of the day. These are the few things which we are working with the race organizer. And also one of our co-founders, she's working very closely with the running clubs which are registered with England Athletics. And we are influencing the running clubs as well to bring in these grassroots daily basis changes to become more greener as a club as well. So I think these are a few things which race organizers can definitely do, and if they need any help, they can feel free to reach out to us. And I'm just representing a big pool of experts in this area, who can really give some very bespoke solutions to the race organizers.
Yeah. And I know you mentioned in your four pillars, which were, I'm trying to remember them now. So travel, kit, eat, and speak out. So we're at Kendal Mountain Festival. I've seen people walking around in just amazing outdoor kit, and we have fabulous technologies. We have, waterproof kit, which we've needed this year. There's been a lot of weather. But what is your message around kit? Because we all like to have nice things, right, to race in. So what is your message there?
I think my message to folks would be love your kit even more than you do. Have a connection with it. I know it's a non living thing, but you couldn't have done those amazing adventures and you wouldn't have created those memories if those kits wouldn't have been on you. As humans, we can't survive outdoors, as animals like other species can, right? So these kits are like very, very important. But when you create memories with this kit and give them a new life, it becomes even more. Recently, my first race pack, which I bought in, I think, 2016 or 17, it was into pieces. Everyone gave up over here, right, to fix it. Or it costed me like, they said it will probably same as the new race pack price, So I was in India a few months back, and I went to my aunt, who is very much into sewing and all, and I, brainstormed a few ideas, and she used like old T-shirts and whatnot, all that stretchable fabric, to fix my bag. And I'm so happy to take it all around over here, and people are like, "Oh, your bag is looking like very nice," and I'm creating some amazing conversations and memories with it, right? Take your shoes, repatch it. We have a very good one of our co-founders. He created repairs, right, or pair ups is what it is called. So repatch your shoes, take them out for walk or hike. If you can't run in them in the races because the sole is gone or something like that. Um, Even you can resole your shoes, and give them few more miles. This concept which we have on Strava, that every 500 kilometers you should change your shoes, or nowadays there are some shoes which are coming from the brands which are just can be used only once or twice in a marathon or something. So that very idea of like giving a non-living thing a more life, and create amazing memories is something which I would definitely say to the people. And nowadays, even in Kendall Mountain Festival, if you will just walk around, you have stalls which are doing this thing. So it is becoming a norm now. Just take it forward, ride the wave, and challenge it.
Yeah, and that's been a fantastic message at the festival here
Yeah,
this year. Because I know
exactly.
I've been walking around our base camp for all our different brands we're exhibiting, and I've seen several brands here offering repairs, the chance to fix your own kit, and teaching people as skills as well, because people don't know how to sew anymore, right? So if you can teach someone how to fix their own kit and maintain it, that's fabulous. But I love the story about, was it your gran fixing your bag for you? That's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I got really inspired by her, and I fixed my own shoe. Obviously, my repatches looks horrible, but nothing is perfect. Celebrate imperfections. They might look a little bit ugly with patches and all, but they mean a lot to me. They have taken me to so many different places. So yeah, just enjoy what you have created.
Yeah, I love it. If I take one thing away from this interview, Jeev, I think it's going to be that the ethos around Green Runners is so much about kindness
Yeah.
and valuing what we have. So thank you. And where can people find out more about you?
Well, you can straight away go to thegreenrunners.com, our website, and you can find on socials as well with the same The Green Runners. We are on Instagram, Facebook. I think we decided to take ourselves out of Twitter or X, but I think we have created a new account on Blue Sky. That's the new
Okay.
thing these days. So yeah, you can find us on socials, and please, 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 if you're listening to me, do join us. Become a member. It's very easy. You just spend like £2.50 or maybe £5, and you get patches which you can wear or just stick on your t-shirts and take pledge. And a pledge could be as simple as, okay, I will make few coffees with oat milk or whatever non-dairy milk you want to use, or I'll eat few non-meat kind of meals, more vegetables, or something as drastic as, I will fly only once a year or something like that. Just make your own way of, or find your own way of being green. We are very inclusive, we are very non-judgmental group. We don't say to people that, okay, you are doing this and you are not doing that. Everyone can bring a change with small steps. That's all we care about.
Yeah, fantastic. It's been fabulous to talk to you. What does the rest of your day look like? You off to enjoy our festival here today?
Yeah, so it's a very hectic day. I have been associated with KMF for many, many years. I used to represent a brand a few years back, so we used to come over here a lot. So I'll catch up with some of my friends from those days. And I have endurance session with Jasmine Paris later
Yes,
in the
yes.
day, so I'll be speaking there as well. And yeah, make some new friends, hug some old friends. That's what it is all about.
Oh, fabulous. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I've really enjoyed speaking to
My
you,
pleasure.
and I will be going to your website to find out more. So thank you.
Thank you very much.